Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Replay channel. Once again, this is Andrew T coming at you, and welcome to my vlog review of Sunless Skies and Hero of the Storm. Now, as always, we'll start with the first one I played, which was Sunless Skies, and then we'll go from there. So this is going to be a review of the times I played with Sunless Sky and of Heroes of the Storm, give you kind of overview on what I think of both games at this time. This was the first time I was playing both of them, so I played a little bit of Sunless Skies and a little bit of Heroes of the Storm before I get the video out, just to kind of get myself acclimated to it so I can give a better video and a better opinion on it. So, start with Sunless Skies. If you've seen anything about Sunless Sea, if you've played it before, you recognize a lot of it. There are some changes to it, but not a ton. I like the aesthetic of it. It's still good. It's still a relaxing game, but it's not something you can really pour 30 minutes to an hour into, because there's not enough really. It's just the same problem I have with Sunless Sea. It doesn't have enough to keep you from place to place occupied. So as you're exploring, it's so much nothingness out there, and it takes so long to get anywhere that there's not enough random encounters in between. Like there may be ships, or there may be a wild animal every once in a while, just like Sunless Sea. But there's so few and far between that you can literally spend minutes just holding down the W key, just going, alright, check my map, make sure I'm still on course, yep. Alright, send out a scout, nothing there, alright, keep on course. So, it is enjoyable, but it's very niche. It's a niche market, so the graphics are good. I think the gameplay is coming along very well. It only has one section out of 4, so there's a lot of playability in this game. The last one had a pretty big map as well, but it was just basically a square. You went from left to right, and then you found all the port locations you could until you either unlocked more money or better ship, or whatever the case may be. So this one, from what I've seen, it's pretty much the same. So they haven't really changed a ton of it. So if I had to give it a preliminary review right now, just from the gameplay, everything else along those lines, I probably have to give it a 6 out of 10, just because one, it's not finished, so it's still got a little bit of ways to go before all the polish is put on there. It is more of the same, so if you like more of the same, that's good, but it doesn't really deserve a point for or a point against for that. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it works, but you don't want it to be exactly the same. And they have changed up slightly, but I still don't like the long downtimes between locations. The graphics are still good for the studio. The backgrounds are gorgeous. I like how they put the portraits up there of everyone you're talking to now. They're very well done. I like the faction system that they seem to have with the Tackies and the New Londoners. So it's definitely going to be interesting, the political intrigue when you're playing it. But like I said, you have to be committed to this type of game and this type of genre to kind of get into it. So it's not for everyone, but the people it is for, they'll enjoy it if they enjoyed Sunless Sea. That's all it comes down to. Alright, going on to Heroes of the Storm. This is a game like I said, I picked up right after I got through Fallout 4, or not Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, the real Fallout 4. And I was looking for something pretty fun to play, and I saw a video of Jesse Cox doing something when he was the healer and support type on one of his videos on his channel. I was like, you know what, that does look kind of fun. It looks pretty short, so it's not hour and a half long matches like I've heard about in Dota and League of Legends. So it's right up my alley. I know maybe half the characters they have in there. I recognize Lost Vikings, the throwback, and recognize all the some of the Warcraft and all the Diablo. Very few of the StarCraft, just because I've heard of it, because I got out of Warcraft after the first expansion, and StarCraft I never got to play because they've never lowered the price on it, and I refuse to pay full price for a game that's like 10 years old. So, same thing with StarCraft 2. Anyway, so the aesthetic is pretty much what you expect from a MOBA. So, going left to right or right to left, trying to attack the other person's base, killing their heroes, and destroying their minions, taking down their defenses so you can make one last push so you can destroy the core. Meanwhile, you have side objectives where you have mercenary camps, where you have the long-range bruisers that can stay out of range of all the turrets of the defenses, but still hurt them if they're unprotected. And you have the siege guys that basically go in, either the jack-lanterns, which basically are suicide bombers, or you have the 4 individual guys that just kind of go in and attack everything up close, and they have basically more attack and more health than the regular minions you have. So the way the game can kind of switch on a dime is all depending on your character makeup. Because in the AI games, you have pretty much the same characters doing the same things every match. So you can take a hero and basically go off and do whatever you want, and the AI will pretty much stick to what it's normally going to do. So it's kind of, after about 15, 20 matches, you kind of know what to expect from every map, what the AI is going to do, what its objectives are, how far it'll chase you, stuff like that. So I played a quick match today for the first or second time. I can't remember. I think I got into one earlier, but this one we pretty much lost because of the makeup of the team. They stayed together. We didn't. They got mercenary camps. We didn't. It got on the very end, the top 5, because I captured 6 mercenary camps trying to help us out. But my team just, was a lot of low-level characters, and I think they had, from what I understand, 3 of them had a symbol up by their names, which either means they're friends in a clan or they've gone through 100 already and started over. I don't know which yet, but either way, if they have 3 people talking to each other against 5 people that are trying to just communicate individually, you're going to lose every time, just because they can coordinate and they can know who's coming, what's coming where, and they can get advance notice. So, we lost. It was pretty close. We got them down to a decent amount for their, and it was basically they just got one more advantage than we did on the map for the secondary objective. So we weakened one more before they did, and we just couldn't come back. And that's the way the game goes. So the only problem with this game is that it's just like every other free-to-play game out there. You do want to spend money on it religiously, because if you have a favorite character from a favorite series, then it's going to pretty much take you forever to unlock it. Like, you have to be committed in a game like this. And I have about 10 days left as of the uploading of this video on my additional experience and additional gold, and I'm still only getting like 25. Sometimes for the quick match I got 50 gold for it, but it's just a grind. If I didn't have that, if I didn't have the additional experience and the additional gold, and I would basically be having to turn the game off, and I probably will after the 10 days is up of my additional experience and gold buff that I have on right now, because I don't feel like going home every day playing for 6 to 8 hours trying to get enough experience or enough gold or getting quick matches and hoping I get smart enough teammates, because I like to play with myself online, and I don't really like to join up new parties and deal with the whole drama of who am I going to team up with now? Is it going to be a guy or a girl that's knowledgeable? Are they going to be vitriolic on the mic? Are they going to be just hateful? I don't want to deal with all that. And this is a game where the AI, I can play with them, but you get less experience and you get less gold for playing against the AI opponents. So they're almost forcing you to play the quick matches until you get, I think, 14 heroes over level 5. 14 to get into ranked matches. I have 2 right now that are level 5 or over. And that is ridiculous. Because I got 1 because after I got the additional buff of like two grand in coins, I bought a hero with that. I bought Uther, and then after that, it's taken me pretty much almost 5 days straight of playing to get 3,000 gold. And the minimum for a player is 2,000, or however many gems you get. I got 150 gems for getting a level 25. I get 500 gems for getting level 50. I will never get to level 50 because as you level up, the experience you need gets higher and higher as well with your heroes anyway. So, but for my level, I'm on level 26 right now, and it's it's just not worth it to me. Once the buffs run out, I'm pretty much going to be done with this game. It was free to play. You know, I'm going to get my enjoyment out of it, but after that, it's just not worth the grind trying to get characters that, like I said, I only know maybe half of them, if maybe half. And I enjoy playing a lot of them, but you can try some, but you can't use them in AI or quick matches unless you grind and pay for them. So I can't imagine how much money you'd have to put into this game to get every single hero, and the time. Well, the skins I can kind of see, because you get, for every chest you get for a level up for your character, you get like 4 different things. So I've gotten a lot right now. I've got maybe, I don't want to say 50%, but I'd say I got a decent amount, maybe 20%, just from the time I'm playing right now. And there's some duplicates, and you can use those duplicates in another currency to pay for, you know, another skin or something else you may get. But those, the higher ones, the legendary and the epic and the rares, cost up there as well. So it's not pay to win, but it's basically pay to get your characters unlocked a lot sooner. So if I had to give this a score, just from a gameplay aspect, not having played any other MOBAs, League of Legends, Dota, anything like that, for enjoyment, what I had out of it, I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10, just because it is not pay to win, in the sense that whatever skill you have with your hero, it's good, but you have to pretty much in the matches, unless everyone on each side isn't communicating with each other, just kind of go by feel. That's the only way it'll be competitive. Otherwise, if you have 2 or 3 guys that are linked up in a group, that's game. That's it. They can just take a lane and just communicate, and one can scout, and the other can, you know, watch your blind spot, and the other can heal when they need to. So it's a good game. I'm getting enjoyment out of it for what I am, but after 10 days are done, I'm out. For the people that enjoy MOBAs and things like that, if they are into the Blizzard universe, it's very recommended for them. But if you're looking for just something to get into and something that's a lot shorter, that's another reason why it's a 7 out of 10, because I don't want to play, you know, 30-minute, 45-minute, hour and a half matches. I don't have time for that. Who does? Who can sit there for almost an hour just grinding against the same people, trying to get 1 percentage point higher on just one try? You know. Anyway, enough ranting about that. I give it a 7 out of 10, and I recommend it for people that enjoy it and enjoy the universe and want a shorter MOBA aspect of it. So, once again, thank y'all so much for watching. This is Andrew T coming at you. What a great day for a replay. Y'all have a good one.